Who is it at this time? Who is it? Food delivery. I didn't order any food. I know. Then what do you want? You. Police have discovered the body of a young man lifeless in his apartment this morning. Authorities have identified the individual as Elvio Lopez. As investigation continues, stay tuned with us, BII News, Mexico. Paloma. She's upset. She's hurt. Why wouldn't she be? Even though she is my wife. She never loved me. She was in a relationship with her lover from even before this marriage. And now, her lover is no more. Gustavo first met Paloma through her father, Mario, with whom he had been doing business almost 2 years ago. Mario used to run a restaurant in Mexico City, and Gustavo had loaned him some money. But he couldn't make much use of it and fell into debt. Gustavo sometimes visited the restaurant, where he saw Paloma and was attracted to her. She was a beautiful young woman, but being almost 15 years older than her, he never approached her. But it was one day, Mario himself offered Gustavo, "Amigo, you know my situation. Help me out and I know what you want. I'll give you Paloma in marriage. Will she consent? Don't worry about that." Gustavo was happy about the marriage and agreed to help Mario. And at first, it seemed Paloma too was happy. But it was after their marriage that Gustavo began to feel she was more into his money than him. And it was soon after he found out the reason why. Paloma had a past lover, Enrique, but the boy was in good company and got arrested for some petty crime. And it was in this opportunity Mario convinced Paloma. "Look, Paloma, Enrique has no future. His life is ruined. But Gustavo, he might be a little older than you, but he's rich. He has money, property, everything. Marry him. It will resolve my problem and you'll be settled as well. But if you wait for Enrique, what kind of future do you think you will have with him?" So Paloma agreed. And she and Gustavo got married, and though it took her time to adjust, eventually, Gustavo noticed Paloma quite happy and thought perhaps she had started to have feelings for him. But this delusion didn't last long.
"Paloma, meet me at the BII Mall."
"No, I can't do that. I have a husband, I have a family. I'm not that kind of woman." Paloma refused her lover. But the next day, Gustavo caught her going out. "Where are you going, sweetheart?" "To the mall. I was going to pick up a dress." "Okay, take the car." After Paloma left, Gustavo secretly followed after her. Where is she? He saw Paloma simply pick out a dress, go to the dressing room, and after some time come out and buy it before she headed out again. Was she telling the truth? Gustavo followed her out, but it was then he noticed Paloma wasn't headed back home. Where is she going now? Spotting a taxi, Gustavo rushed to it, when luckily its driver came out of the mall and got in. Quickly, follow the car. What? Wait. I don't do all these things. Why will I follow some woman's car? Gustavo took out a wad of cash and threw it at him. Do as I say. The cab driver pulled off, and soon arrived at an apartment building where Gustavo watched Paloma meet some other man. Mister, what is going on? You see that woman? Yes. That's my wife, with her lover. What? Before our marriage, she was in a relationship with him, but her father was in debt, so he offered her to me, in return that I help him. I thought Paloma was happy with the marriage, but it was all an act. She has been cheating on me. If people find out, I won't be able to show my face. I'm gonna kill her. No, I'm gonna kill them both. I thought it was just us poor folk who have so many problems in our lives. But now seeing you, I realize rich people aren't in any less trouble. You have so much money, so much to live for. But look how much agony you're in. What is your problem? No money? Can't enjoy your life? It's not always that. I have a family to take care of. What, wife and children? No, I have 2 sisters. What's your name? Juan. Juan, how about you solve my problem and I'll solve yours? What, you want me to kill your wife? Doesn't she deserve it? Well, honestly, in a way, she does. She married you and used you while she was enjoying herself with her past lover. Then it's a deal. You don't have to worry about anything. I'll take care of your sister's education, marriage, cost, everything. But if you get caught doing this, you can't take my name. Alright, but how do I know you're going to keep your word? Tell me how much you want. I'll pay you half right now, and half when the job is done. But you will take the life of her lover first. I want her to mourn for him before she died. Gustavo gave the money to Juan and anxiously waited for the news. And finally, after a week, this morning, he got a call from him. The job is complete. Your wife should find out this morning. And now, seeing Paloma completely devastated, Gustavo felt a sense of satisfaction after all the betrayal. Enjoy your last moments, Paloma. Gustavo reveled in watching Paloma in her grief that day. But it was sometime in the evening there was a sudden knock on the door. "It's the police." Gustavo opened the door, surprised. "Officers? What do you want?" "Are you Gustavo Perez?" "Yes." "Recently, a young man's life was taken, and a match of fingerprints have been found on the murder weapon discovered in his apartment." "Match with who?" "Our database has matched it with your wife, Mrs. Paloma Perez." "What? How can that be?" "About 2 years ago, she was arrested, and her fingerprints and records were taken at the precinct, and the fingerprints found on the gun were the same." As the police entered the apartment to arrest Paloma, Gustavo asked, dumbfounded, "But who did she kill?" "Mr. Perez, it was your nephew, Elvio Lopez." "What?" As the police arrested Paloma, she tried to take hold of Gustavo. "Gustavo, I didn't do anything. Don't let them take me. Gustavo!" Gustavo couldn't understand what or how anything happened. But that evening, as he sat all alone trying to figure out how things came to this point, there was another knock on his door. And this time, it was Juan. "Juan? What are you doing here? What happened? We had a deal. What is going on?" "Look, there is something I hid from you. My name isn't Juan. It's Enrique." "Enrique? So you were her lover?" Gustavo immediately got hold of Enrique in rage. "You took the life of my nephew and framed her? Wait, first hear me out." "Yes, I had an affair with her, but things obviously didn't work out for us. We belong to two very different backgrounds. Paloma grew up rich and spoiled, and I was struggling to make ends meet. She had a habit of being loud and creating trouble. And it was one day, while we were at a bar, she got drunk and happened to make a scene." "Did you just push me?" "No one touched you, woman." Hey, do you even know who I am? I can get you kicked out of this. Paloma, don't do this." "Enrique, he pushed me. Aren't you going to do anything?" "Is this your girl?" That day, I tried to stop her, but when they insulted her, I couldn't control myself and a fight broke out and we were arrested. And while I had no one to back me up, Paloma's father came and bailed her out and put the blame on me. "It's this boy. He's the cause of all this. I've heard all kinds of things about him, officer. He's involved in all the wrong kinds of business." Paloma was just silent, not a single word to defend me. I was accused of something I had no hand in, and was sent to jail for 6 months. And by the time I returned, I found out Paloma was married to you. At first I thought her father had forced her, but then I learned she willingly chose to marry you. So I called her. I needed to get things straight. "Meet me at the BI mall." I told her I'd be waiting in the dressing room. And we met there. "Enrique, I can't stay here for long. Tell me why I shouldn't just kill you right now." "Enrique, do you know under what circumstance I had to marry that old rich man? I only loved you, but I didn't have a choice. If that's the case, then leave him and come with me. No, Enrique, I can't do that. Then kill me. Just shoot me. Have you gone mad, Enrique? You want me to take your life? Look, I wanted to marry you, but I've started a new life and you have a family of your own too. You have to move on. After we settled things, Paloma left and I decided I would never contact her again. But when I came out, I coincidentally met you, and you told me to follow her. And when I saw her with that man that day, I realized whatever she was doing, it wasn't for you. It was because she was having an affair with someone else. I wanted to take her life right then and there, but I didn't reveal anything to you that day. After I made the deal with you, I started following the man. That's when I became even more surprised when I realized who it was. Elvio Lopez, your nephew. I waited a few days to confirm if what I was seeing was true. And I overheard Paloma and Elvio talking at a cafe. How long am I supposed to live with this old man? Why don't you take care of your uncle, Elvio, so you can inherit his property and we can be together? Paloma, he's my uncle. He's been a father figure to me. How can I? If he's a father figure to you, what are you doing with me? Paloma, just give me some time. When I found out about their plan, that night I visited Elvio. Who is it? Food delivery. I didn't order any food. I know. Then what do you want? You. What are you doing? What do you have with Paloma? She's your aunt, isn't she? The wife of Gustavo Perez? Your uncle? The man who was like a father to you? Who did everything for you? You were having an affair with his wife? How do you know all this? Who are you? You betrayed your own flesh and blood. You don't deserve to live. I took his life and left the gun with Paloma's fingerprints next to his body. I know I could have taken her life, but after she ruined my life, your life, disgraced your family, if I took her life, it would have been an easy way out for her. She deserves to rot in jail. "3 days since she had been locked behind bars. When Paloma saw Gustavo again, she broke out into tears. Gustavo, finally. Believe me, I didn't take the life of your nephew. Did you bring a lawyer? Paloma, I know you didn't do this. Paloma let out a breath of relief, hearing his words. But it was just then she heard another voice. Hello, Paloma. Enrique? Paloma, you ruined Enrique's life. You used me and betrayed me. And Elvio, my own blood, the boy I raised, you didn't spare him either. You deserve to be in jail. Click on the subscribe button and check out more awesome videos on our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon because you know it's interesting.